begin, I want to highlight what we want you to take away from this video. First is about how balloon poppers work. Second is about floating eggs. Third is about inseparable book. Fourth is about plastic shapes from milk. Lastly is about invisible ink. So let's start with the first experiment. The glass that we have filled it with water, then put eggs into the glass. And Dana, have you ever wondered why some object floats in the air?
Because it is lighter.
Might be Dana, but I will tell you guys why. Okay, this is because the egg has an air inside it. The explanation behind this phenomenon is simple. It is because of the air. Air cell has enlarged enough to keep it cool. This means the egg is old, but it may be perfectly safe to use.
Take a candle and light it up. Then take a balloon and you can see what will happen when we hold it above the candle. Then take another balloon that we have filled with water, then hold it above the candle again. As you can see, all that happened is the balloon getting black.
In fact, your body even uses water to control heat. When you exercise, you're sweating, right? But your body actually uses the water in your sweat to control your internal temperature so you don't get overheat. Next, my friend Ina Shakina will proceed to the next experiment.
Thank you, Natasha. We will see the experiment about inseparable books. Now take two books and leave the pages together. Okay. And challenge your friends to pull this book apart. No matter how they try, they're going to fail. Natasha, come, let's have a try.
What is this? Oh, why is it so hard? Did you cover the books with super glue?
No, I didn't cover the books with super glue. And you can really pull as hard as you want, they just aren't going to come apart.
Oh, I see.
Since I know you're wondering, it is because of friction. As a matter of fact, friction is the name we give to the force that opposes the motion of two surfaces in contact. When you multiply the friction by hundreds of surfaces, like each of the pages interwoven together, and you end up with an amount of friction that is insurmountable. Now, let's move to the next experiment. First, place the coin and pour the water into the plate. Take the matches and light it up. Then we need to cover it with the glass. You'll see it draws into the air. Then you can take the coin without touching the water.
Nina, how did it happen? Is it because of the magic?
Natasha, there's no such thing as a magic flame. Okay, I will tell you more about it later. flame still burning inside the cup, some of the water starts collecting inside the glass, coming in from outside, and when the flame goes off, there is a much bigger gush of water into the glass. In fact, the flame uses up the oxygen in the cup, creating low pressure, atmospheric pressure, then tries to force the water its way in.
First, you will need a milk, 4 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 cookie cutter, 1 straightener, and a paper towel. Firstly, pour 4 teaspoons of vinegar to the milk. Hold the mixture on top of the straightener. Once you let it drain for a while, take what's left on top of the pepper. Then place it on top of the table and press it gently down. Press the mixture down until it's quite thin. And gently press it down. You can make any different shape. You can make any different shape, and you can let it dry within 2 days, and you are ready to play with it. Plastic in milk? Huh? Well, sort of. You made a substance called casein. It's from the Latin word meaning cheese. Casein occurs when the protein in the milk meets the acid in the vinegar. The casein in milk does not mix with the acid, and so it forms blobs. For your information, plastics are a group of materials that may look or feel different, but can all be molded into varied shape. The similarities and differences between different plastic products come down to the molecules that comprise them. All plastics are composed of molecules that repeat themselves in a chain called a polymer. Milk plastic, usually called casein plastic, was even used to make jewelry for Queen Mary of England. Interesting, right? First, you will need a pepper, 1 tablespoon of water, candle and cotton bud, and a cup of lemon juice and some matches. Mix your water with lemon juice. Once that's done, and hold a pepper above the candle. You can see it start to heat up the pepper. You can see the lemon juice turn brown. Lemon juice is organic substance that oxidizes and turns brown when heat. Diluting the lemon juice in water makes it very hard to notice when you apply it to the paper. No one will be aware of its presence until it is hit and the secret message is revealed. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for all your time, knowledge, and passion are greatly appreciated.
Bye!